And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. 4 years apart, with similar height and some differences in reach. All right, now for the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, a referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Loving. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas.
This is absolute. Has had 2 fights in the UFC, and look at what he's rousing here in the O2 Arena. We got to talk about the fights.
I'm here with the highlight, one of the best ever do, ladies and gentlemen. Justin, you publicly said this is the last champion of your career. You want to go out with the title. Give us your thoughts on what tomorrow night means to you.
Oh, it means everything. I've committed my whole life to this, and every fight's the biggest, but this is the biggest fight of my life. I cannot wait to carry this torch, stripes on my back, and represent this country like it should be represented.
Thank you, sir. Good luck to you. Justin Gaethje, ladies and gentlemen.
Justin, Paddy says he's been preparing for you like he prepared for the Michael Chandler fight. Is that a mistake? And why is this different from Chandler?
Well, you obviously seen me fight Chandler. I have, better skills, and I beat him. But I don't care what he says, what he thinks. If he thinks I'm Michael Chandler, again, it goes back to my first statement. I love everything he's saying right now.
And last one, your manager said he would like to see you fight Conor McGregor at the White House. At this stage in your career, would you take the money fight, or would you be focused on the undisputed title next?
I'm only focused on Paddy Pimblett, January 24th. How many times do I gotta say I don't expect to be alive after these fights? I go in there willing and ready to give everything, and that's the same. I'll be on the White House card no matter what. Who I'm fighting doesn't matter.
Some critics think you don't have enough experience for a title fight. What is the moment, the fight that earned you this title shot?
Winning my last fight, being on a 7-fight win streak, the longest in the lightweight division. The critics can stick it up their asses. I'm the one who's fighting for the belt.
The MMA community is completely divided on this one because Justin Gaethje and Paddy Pimblett are about to clash at the absolute worst moment for both fighters. One camp is backing Gaethje's brutal track record and seasoned experience. The other side thinks Paddy's unpredictable style, unshakable belief, and sneaky grappling skills could turn everything upside down. The second things start to swing his way.
We know Justin Gaethje is known for his iconic backflip. If everything goes for you well, do you have anything up your sleeve come celebration time?
I'm not doing no backflip, me lads. Fuck that, I'll break my neck. Don't know, probably just start dancing like I always do, lad. I've got nothing.
Paddy made one thing crystal clear from day one. He knows this is going to get personal and bloody. That face-off just threw fuel on the fire because what we saw wasn't fake drama or games. It was raw, personal, intense as hell. You could sense that both guys see this as way more than another payday. This is about legacy. and what people remember when that cage door slams shut.
This fight. Usually when we think of Gaethje, we think of wars, we think of back and forth scraps. Do you think this is going to be a dominant one-way traffic performance by yourself?
That's our job, innit? We're meant to hate each other. That's what everyone's here to see. You know what I mean?
Is part of you hoping that maybe Justin can finally be the one to drag you into a war, take you the full 5 rounds and see what your medal is made of?
Yeah, of course, but I know I've got that in me anyway. I know I've got the heart and the desire to go 5 rounds with a warrior like Justin Gaethje, but it's not going to go that long. As I say, I'm going to put a beating on him, and it's going to be like he's never had before, and I can't wait to show everyone just how...
Pimblett has been straight up about his approach. This isn't some technical puzzle for him to solve. This is about inflicting damage that sticks around long after the final bell. When he talks about hurting Justin in ways that last, it doesn't sound like typical fight promotion. It sounds like someone getting his mind right for pure violence instead of chasing scorecards.
Do you feel like you're representing the legends against the disrespectful new breed here?
I'm still in it. Legends retire. I ain't retired yet. I'm still in it. The fire is still as bright and as hot as it's ever been, and I cannot wait to fight this guy.
Well, Dustin's never got a nice word to say about me, lad. So, what, I was honest and said he looked like shit against Gaethje. Fucking hell, stop fucking crying, you gonna
That wasn't even the fight you were talking about. You said his last fight.
Which? No, I'm saying Dustin looked like shit against Holloway. That was what I said.
You would also look like shit against Holloway.
Well, we'll see once I beat you.
When someone brought up the possibility of a grinding 5-round battle, Paddy didn't even blink. He's confident his conditioning and toughness can handle that kind of war. But here's what really caught attention. He brushed off the idea that it would even go that distance, showing he believes his impact is coming way sooner than people expect.
Paddy, Justin said yesterday that you're no Khabib Nurmagomedov on the ground and he's going to fight you with no fear in that area. Do you think he's going to be surprised about your ground game if it does go there?
Everyone's surprised by my whole game when they fight me. No one expects me to be as good as I am. Everyone underestimates me, but it helps in my favour. Know what I mean? It makes the fight easier for me because everyone underestimates me. And I'm not Khabib. No one else is. I'm me. Know what I mean? And I'm an even harder puzzle to solve. I'm proper weird. You knew what Khabib was coming to do. You don't know what I'm coming to do.
Things got heated when Justin started bringing other fighters into their back and forth. Paddy fired right back, making it obvious he wasn't stirring up drama for clicks. He genuinely believes every word coming out of his mouth and couldn't care less if his honesty rubs people wrong as long as it puts extra mental pressure on his opponent. Right then, Paddy showed he's perfectly fine being the villain. He gets that psychological warfare can drain someone just as much as trading shots, and he's ready to embrace the hate if it means Justin carries that emotional baggage into fight night.
I'm still in it. Legends retire. I ain't retired yet. I'm still in it. The fire is still as bright and as hot as it's ever been, and I cannot wait to fight this guy.
Well, Dustin's never got a nice word to say about me, lad. So, what, I was honest and said he looked like shit against Gaethje. Fucking hell, stop fucking crying, you gonna get
That wasn't even the fight you were talking about. You said his last fight.
Which? No, I'm saying Dustin looked like shit against Holloway. That was what I said.
You would also look like shit against Holloway.
Well, we'll see once I beat you. I could end up fighting him.
Well, you won't be fighting him.
Justin, you said you want to drag Paddy specifically to the later rounds. Is that because you just want to test him there, or have you seen something in his performances that make you know you can have success there?
No, it's just what I find the most success. He is weird. He's awkward fighting style, and it's gonna be a little puzzle. I'm gonna have to figure it out through the first round. And similar to my other opponents, I constantly am building momentum, and this is a battle of momentum. And I said I'm gonna dog walk this motherfucker.
Justin completely shut down any talk about being some old legend trying to hang around past his prime. He made it obvious he doesn't see himself as a relic clinging to past glory. He's still a live threat who keeps getting better, stays dangerous, and can flip a fight with one clean exchange if you give him the opening. He broke down how Paddy's weird style needs to get solved fast, but once you crack the code, momentum starts shifting hard. When Justin talked about the later rounds, it wasn't wishful thinking. It was pure confidence that time and sustained pressure would start working in his favor.
You've alluded to getting into the 4th and 5th rounds with Paddy. Is this a fight that you think you can be cautious in? or do you think you'll have to like fight wide open?
I think I need to fight smart. At the highest level, you cannot make mistakes. And if you watch all the champions, they're moving forward. I'm going to move forward, and I'm going to be in his chest. I'm going to put my head in his chest. He's got really long arms. It's going to be hard to hit me when my head's in his chest.
Justin's game plan sounds methodical instead of wild. He's talking about constant forward pressure, cutting off distance, and staying in tight where Paddy's reach advantage and strange entries lose most of their power. This version of Gaethje seems focused on domination through control rather than just throwing bombs and hoping.
Justin, Paddy says he's been preparing for you like he prepared for the Michael Chandler fight. Is that a mistake? And why is this different from Chandler?
Well, you obviously seen me fight Chandler. I have, better skills, and I beat him. But I don't care what he says, what he thinks. If he thinks I'm Michael Chandler, again, it goes back to my first statement. I love everything he's saying right now.
And last one, your manager said he would like to see you fight Conor McGregor at the White House. At this stage in your career, would you take the money fight or would you be focused on the undisputed title next?
I'm only focused on Paddy Pimblett, January 24th. How many times do I gotta say I don't expect to be alive after these fights? I go in there willing and ready to give everything. And that's the same. I'll be on the White House card no matter what. Who I'm fighting, doesn't matter.
This matchup has the entire combat sports world more active than we've seen in ages. Everyone's got their take, so let's dive into what the pros are predicting. During their whole exchange, Justin stayed mostly silent but locked in, clearly not interested in winning the trash talk battle. That reinforced the feeling that he thinks all the talking becomes worthless once leather starts flying and the real momentum kicks in.
Yeah, Gaethje's a different beast, and look, Scouses don't get knocked out. Now he can take a shot, but again,
you don't want to end up as someone's career highlight reel. That's the bottom line here.
So, and the highlight who doesn't get tired. So I think this is Paddy's biggest challenge yet. Perfect opponent, perfect fight for them. Old dog, new dog. And Gaethje, as one of his last 3 fights against Poirier, another highlight. There's another highlight against a beast in Barboza.
So the leg kicks from Gaethje too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, true. The stance. I didn't even think about that. This is what Gaethje used. He still does it. The ones he did against Barboza. Leg kick for leg kick. They were both battling. Tony Ferguson as well. The way he handled him with the leg kicks, shit was gangster. Gaethje, I just like the style. Come forward. This is gonna be crazy. This is gonna be crazy.
The discussion grew way beyond just these two fighters, with analysts and veterans jumping in to explain what this fight really means. Many emphasize this isn't some faded version of Justin, but a violent veteran who can still break opponents that stand and trade with him too long. The danger is absolutely real.
Fiziev fight ends up being a close decision where he builds as the fight goes on and starts breaking him in the 3rd round. Both times that seemed to happen. But Fiziev took him down in round 1. Pure striker Fiziev took him down in round 1 and had him in an inverted triangle. And had him there for a while. And I think he could have done a lot more work from that position if he kind of knew the position he was in. But it seemed like once Fiziev ended up there, he just started hitting the body a few times and then thought, I don't know where to progress from this position. If Pimblett ever ends up landing on Gaethje in like one of those precarious positions, it's going to be immediate, like a latch, single, triangle, on the arm, wrench, go round to the back. It's going to be like a systematic jiu-jitsu difference that Oliveira had, but after dropping Gaethje in the first place,
Paddy's current run is impossible to ignore, but Justin's experience when everything's on the line is exactly why this feels so risky. In these moments, one slip-up, one rushed attack, or one poorly timed aggressive sequence can completely rewrite someone's entire career story in seconds. Several experts are leaning toward Paddy, not because Justin can't get it done, but because Paddy keeps rising to every challenge thrown his way. He's shown improvement, mental strength, and self-belief that seems to get stronger when the lights get brighter and the stakes get higher. The technical analysis kept coming back to grappling sequences, where Justin has looked shaky in previous fights. The thinking is that if Paddy ever gets him in those same bad spots, the gap in control, smooth transitions, and finishing ability could show up fast and end things definitively.